I used to think being the responsible one meant being loved. That's the first lie we tell ourselves, isn't it? The reliable children, the steady rocks, the ones who never cause trouble. We convince ourselves that if we just work hard enough, sacrifice enough, someone will finally look at us and say, "You're enough. My name is Juliet, and I've spent 28 years being the family safety net." While my siblings chased dreams, I chased promotions. While they explored passions, I explored spreadsheets. And tonight, sitting at our weekly family dinner, I'm watching my mother gush over my brother's latest revolutionary startup idea, the same brother whose engineering degree I paid for, whose 3 failed businesses I funded. "Alec has such vision," Mum says, gesturing with her wine glass. "He sees opportunities others just can't grasp." I take a sip of water, remembering the $40,000 I transferred to him last year. "How's the investor meeting going?" I ask quietly. "Oh, they just don't understand disruption." Alec waves his hand dismissively. "But once the prototype is ready..." "Which reminds me," Mum interrupts, turning to my younger sister. "Trinity, darling, tell everyone your wonderful news." Trinity practically bounces in her seat, her perfectly styled hair catching the light. "I hit 50,000 followers on Instagram. My engagement rates are through the roof, and brands are starting to notice." "That's our girl," Dad beams. "Such a natural star." I force a smile, pushing my food around the plate. The promotion letter burns in my bag. Senior project manager with a $50,000 bonus. I'd planned to finally use it for myself, maybe take that design course I'd always dreamed of. "Juliet," Mum's voice cuts through my thoughts. "You're being awfully quiet. How's work?" "Actually, Oh, before I forget," Trinity interrupts, pulling out her phone. "Look at these amazing villas in Bali. The aesthetics are absolutely perfect for my content." Mum leans in, cooing over the images. "Gorgeous! But darling, those rates..." "I know," Trinity sighs dramatically, "but think of the exposure, the networking opportunities." I clear my throat. "I actually got some news today. I was promoted to..." "That's nice, honey," Mom says absently, still scrolling through Trinity's phone. "Oh, speaking of good news, we should tell her about the family account." My stomach drops. "What about it?" Dad shifts uncomfortably. "Well, Princess, your mother and I were thinking, since you're so good with money and you just got that bonus..." "How did you know about my bonus?" "The bank notified us when it was deposited," Mum says smoothly. "We are all on the family account after all. And really, it makes perfect sense to use it for Trinity's opportunity. She's at a crucial point in her career." The room starts spinning. "You want to use my bonus for Trinity's Bali trip?" "The real star deserves her spotlight," Mum declares, raising her glass. "To family supporting family." Everyone clinks glasses. I sit frozen, watching my sister post a story to Instagram. "Big announcement coming soon. Dreams do come true." "Juliet," Mom frowns, "aren't you going to toast?" I lift my water glass mechanically, the ice cubes clinking like tiny alarms. $50,000. My money. My dreams. Gone before I could even hold them. "To family," I whisper and take a sip that tastes like defeat. Later, in my car, I pull out my phone and open my banking app. The bonus is there, a beautiful number that represented freedom for exactly 6 hours. Below it, a pending transfer request. Trinity Jenkins. Bali, experience package. My phone buzzes with a text from Trinity. "You're the best big sister ever. Can't wait to tag you in all my content. Blessed Duttish family first." I start the car, my hand steady on the wheel. Something inside me shifts, like a gear finally clicking into place. I've spent my whole life being the safe bet, the reliable one, the human ATM. But maybe it's time they learned what happens when the safety net decides to walk away. I pull up my contact list and scroll to a name I haven't called in years. Spencer, the head of that design school in London, the one I turned down to help Alec with his first startup. My finger hovers over the number as another text comes in from Mum. Don't forget to sign the transfer approval tonight, sweetie. Trinity needs to book before prices go up. I press dial. Spencer, it's Juliet. Remember that portfolio you said would always have a place in your program? I think it's time we talked about that. The drive home from dinner feels like floating through someone else's life. I park in front of my apartment building, but can't bring myself to get out. Instead, I call Reese. They did what? Her voice crackles through the speakers, sharp with disbelief. Used my bonus for Trinity's influencer trip. Didn't even ask me first. My laugh sounds hollow. Just assumed I'd say yes? Like always. Tell me you're not going to let them. I rest my head against the steering wheel. What choice do I have? They've already told everyone. Trinity's probably booking flights right now. Bullshit. Reese's tone turns steel hard. Check the account. Right now. I pull up the banking app, hands shaking slightly. Pending transfer, accommodation deposit, flight reservations. Each line item feels like a punch to the gut. Transfer it out, Reese says. All of it. Right now. I can't just... Yes, you can. It's your money, Jules. Your bonus. Your life they keep stealing. The memory hits me like a wave. Sitting in my college dorm, staring at an acceptance letter from the London Design Institute. Spencer had personally recommended me. Your portfolio is extraordinary, he'd said. You could have a real future here. That same night, Alec called crying about tuition. I withdrew my application the next morning. Jules? Reese's voice brings me back. You still there? I'm here. I straighten up, opening a new transfer screen. And I'm doing it. My fingers fly over the keyboard. One transfer, then another. With each confirmation ping, I feel lighter. Done, I whisper. Every cent. Now, freeze the account. Already on it. I navigate through the security settings, selecting freeze all transactions. A warning pops up. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, I say out loud, hitting confirm. I'm very fucking sure. My phone immediately starts buzzing with notifications. Trinity's posted her announcement. My amazing family is sending me to live my best life in Bali. So blessed to have supporters who believe in my dreams. 2 months of content creation in paradise starts next week. To blessed Shatmayuhi influencer life, sugar dreams come true. The comments are already flooding in. OMG girl, living the dream. Your family is goals. Can't wait to see all the content. I switch off Instagram and open my email. Spencer's response is already waiting. Juliet, I've thought about your portfolio often over the years. The summer term starts in 4 weeks. If you can make it to London by then, we'll find you a spot. Your talent deserves a chance to shine. Spencer. My phone rings. Mum's face fills the screen. I decline the call. Another notification. Trinity's posted a story of her packing designer outfits. Starting my Bali shopping. Thanks, fam. I open my notes app and start typing. Dear family, the joint account is frozen. My bonus has been withdrawn. I will no longer be funding anyone's dreams, but my own. I've spent years being your safety net, your ATM, your reliable one. That ends today. Trinity. I hope your followers enjoy watching you explain why Bali isn't happening. Alec. Your next brilliant startup will need another investor. Mum and Dad. I'm sure you'll find someone else to bankroll your perfect family fantasy. Don't call. Don't text. Don't email. I'm done. Juliet. I saved the draft, but don't send it. Not yet. First, I need to book a flight to London. My phone buzzes again. A text from Trinity. Hey, sis, the travel agent says there's some issue with the payment. Can you fix it? Need to confirm everything tonight. Then Mum. Sweetie, Call me ASAP. Something wrong with the account. Alec. Jules, what's going on? Mum's freaking out. I silence my phone and open my laptop. The design school's application page glows on the screen. Below it, my bank balance shows the rescued bonus, $50,000, enough for tuition and a small studio in London. My hands are steady as I begin filling out the form. Name, Juliet. Age, 28. Previous education. A new email pops up from Spencer. Forgot to mention that coffee shop where we used to sketch still exists. Save you a seat? For the first time all night, I smile. Real dreams feel different than stolen ones. They feel like coming home. My phone lights up with a final text from Mum. Juliet, whatever game you're playing needs to stop. Your sister's future is at stake. I type 3 words in response. So is mine. Then I turn off my phone and keep filling out my application. London is 5 hours ahead. By the time they wake up tomorrow, I'll be gone. The London acceptance letter arrives in my inbox at 3 a.m. I'm still awake, watching my family's messages pile up unread. Spencer's added a personal note. Your portfolio was even better than I remembered. The summer intensive starts July 1st. That gives you exactly 4 weeks to upend your life. Think you can manage it? I type back. Watch me. My laptop screen splits between flight bookings and apartment listings. Every tab feels like another step toward freedom. The studio I find is tiny, barely bigger than my current bathroom, but it's in walking distance to the school and has huge windows. Perfect for sketching. My phone hasn't stopped vibrating. I finally check it at sunrise. 47 missed calls, 156 text messages, 23 voicemails, 5 email novels from Mum. Trinity's latest Instagram story shows her crying. Mascara perfectly smudged. Sometimes life throws you unexpected challenges, but true influencers turn setbacks into comebacks. The comments are less sympathetic this time. Wait, so no Bali? Didn't you just announce this yesterday? Spill the tea, sis. What happened? My work email pings. It's my resignation letter, bouncing back with my boss's response. Juliet, hate to lose you, but I've been waiting for this. That design school portfolio on your desk wasn't exactly subtle. London's lucky to have you. Take care, Sarah. I'm booking my flight when Reese calls. Your brother's at my door, she says without preamble. Should I let him in? What? How did he... You weren't answering, so they're hitting up your friends. Want me to tell him to fuck off? I hear Alec's voice in the background. Jules, I know you can hear me. This isn't funny anymore. Let him in, I say. Put me on speaker. I hear shuffling, then Alec's breathing. Jules, what the hell? Mum's having a breakdown. Trinity's sponsors are calling about her trip announcement, and Dad's threatening to call the police about account fraud. Fraud, I laugh. It's my money, Alec. My bonus. My account that I'm removing myself from. But Trinity's trip is not my problem. Neither is your next failed startup, or Mum's country club dues, or Dad's golf membership. You can't just... I can. I am. And, Alec, those 3 startups I funded? Consider that debt forgiven. We're even. Now, leave Reese's place before I have her call security. I hang up as my laptop pings. The flight's booked, London Heathrow, one way, departing, in 6 days. My phone rings again. Unknown number. Hello? Juliet? It's Spencer. Just checked the housing application you sent. The studio's yours if you want it. Previous tenant moved out early. Really? That's perfect timing. Almost like someone planned it, he says, and I can hear his smile. The tenant was my sister, actually. She said she'd rather rent to a talented designer than another banker. My chest tightens. Spencer, You don't owe me any explanations. Just come to London and show everyone what you can do. Another call beeps through. The travel agency. Ms. Jenkins? We're calling about the Bali package cancellation. Your sister is quite insistent that there's been a mistake. No mistake. Cancel everything. But the influencer contract specifically states, cancel it all. I end the call and open my email. The draft I wrote last night is still waiting. I read it over, add a few lines, and hit send before I can second-guess myself. My phone immediately explodes with notifications. I silence them all except one, a text from Trinity. You've ruined everything. My followers are asking questions. Brands are pulling out. How could you do this to me? I type back, the same way you did it to me, without asking. Then I open my banking app one last time. The money is safely transferred to my new UK account. I delete the family account app and block everyone except Reese. My laptop pings with an email from the design school. Welcome package attached. Housing contract, course schedule, supply list, student visa requirements, map of London's best coffee shops, Spencer's edition. I start downloading the forms when someone knocks on my apartment door. Through the peephole, I see Mum, perfectly coiffed even at 7 a.m, clutching her designer handbag like a shield. Juliet, she calls out, we need to talk about this childish behaviour. I step back from the door, silent. Your sister's career is at stake. Your brother's investors are waiting. Don't you care about this family at all? I look around my apartment, at the packed boxes, the one-way ticket confirmation, the design school acceptance, and whisper, finally, I care about me. My phone buzzes with a text from Spencer. Found our old coffee shop sketch. Still want to make it real? I smile and start packing my art supplies. Sometimes the best revenge isn't about destroying someone else's dreams. It's about finally living your own. Mum's still knocking when I open my laptop and start typing. The words flow like I've been holding them back for years. The safe bet cashed out. A story about family, finance, and finally saying no. I paid for my brother's engineering degree while working 2 jobs during college. I funded his 3 failed startups while postponing my own dreams. I watched my sister become an influencer using my credit cards for her perfect aesthetic. Yesterday, my family tried to steal my $50,000 bonus to send my sister to Bali. Today, I chose myself. I hit post on my private blog and returned to packing. Mum's voice filters through the door. Your father is on his way. We're not leaving until you talk to us. My phone buzzes with a text from Dad. Princess, let's discuss this rationally. Family helps family. I screenshot the text and add it to my blog post. Funny how family helps family only works one way. Here's what they never helped with. My college tuition, my rent when I was starting out, my dream of attending design school. But here's what I helped with. Brother's full ride to engineering school. Sister's influencer starter kit, $15,000 in camera equipment. Mum's country club membership. Dad's golf dues, 3 failed startups, countless emergency expenses. The post goes live just as someone new starts pounding on my door. Jules! It's Alec. Open up. My investor meeting is in 2 hours and they're asking questions about family financial stability. You're destroying everything. I add another update. Update. Brother is outside my door right now, angry that potential investors are questioning his family financial stability. Maybe they should. Here's a breakdown of what his last 3 brilliant startups cost me. Smart water bottle company, $20,000. AI pet monitor, $35,000. Social media for plants. App, $40,000 total lost. $95,000 total repaid. Zeros. My phone pings with notifications. The post is getting shared. Comments start flooding in. OMG, I thought I was the only one. My family did the same thing. Girl, run! Don't look back. Trinity's voice joins the chorus outside my door. My followers are unfollowing me. Brands are cancelling contracts. Fix this. I add another update. Sister just arrived. She's upset about losing followers. Apparently, her authentic lifestyle content feels less authentic now that people know it was funded by her sister's stolen bonus. The post explodes. Someone screenshots it to Twitter. Trinity's follower count starts dropping in real time. My phone rings. It's Reese. Your post just went viral, she says. It's being shared in every family drama group on Facebook. What? I made it private. Someone screenshot it. Jules, it's everywhere. The safe bet cashed out is trending. I look out my window. Mum's pacing the sidewalk, phone pressed to her ear. Dad's pulling up in his Mercedes. Alex gesturing wildly while Trinity films herself crying. My laptop pings with new emails. 3 podcast interview requests. A literary agent asking about book rights. Dozens of messages from other family ATMs sharing their stories. I open my drafts folder and pull out the formal letter I wrote last night. Dear family, this serves as official notice that I am withdrawing all financial support, effective immediately. This includes, but is not limited to, monthly transfers, credit card access, emergency funds, business investments, lifestyle subsidies. I am not your bank. I am not your backup plan. I am not your safety net. I am your daughter and sister, but you never treated me like one. You treated me like an ATM with unlimited withdrawals. The account is closed. Juliet. I print 4 copies and slide them under the door. What's this? Mum's voice shakes as she reads. You can't just... Watch me, I say through the door. Oh, and Trinity? Those brands aren't cancelling because of me. They're cancelling because you lied. Self-made influencer isn't accurate when your sister's paying all the bills. You're ruining my life, Trinity wails perfectly on camera. No, I reply. I'm reclaiming mine. My phone buzzes with a text from Spencer. Your story's all over London's design community. Everyone's excited to meet the girl who chose her art over family exploitation. See you soon? I look around my half-packed apartment, at the family screaming outside my door, at my viral story spreading across the internet. 6 days until London. 6 days until freedom. See you soon, I text back, then add another update to my post. Final update? They're all outside my door right now, demanding I fix their problems. But for the first time in my life, I'm not answering. Some doors need to stay closed so better ones can open. London, I'm coming home. The likes and shares keep climbing as I turn back to packing. Sometimes, the loudest revenge is simply walking away. Trinity's response video drops while I'm at work, packing up my desk. Her eyes are artfully red, her voice trembling with practiced vulnerability. My truth about family betrayal. Glorious story time. I watch with my co-workers huddled around my computer, all of us silent as Trinity weaves her narrative. I always looked up to my big sister. She was my hero, my inspiration. But sometimes the people we trust the most can hurt us the deepest. Yes, she helped with my career, but that's what family does. Now she's trying to destroy everything I've built. Sarah, my boss, snorts. Everything you built with her credit card, you mean? The comments under Trinity's video are brutal. Girl, we saw the receipts. So you admit you were living off your sister? That's not betrayal. That's consequences. My phone buzzes. Alex's investor meeting must be over. Thanks a lot. They pulled out. Said my financial dependency on family resources raises concerns about business acumen. This is all your fault. I screenshot the text and add it to my blog. Update. Brothers investors discovered that his self-made entrepreneur story involved his sister's savings account. They weren't impressed. Turns out, real investors want to see their money managed better than family funds. The post hasn't even finished uploading when Mum storms into my office, perfectly dressed in her charity lunch outfit. "What are you doing here?" I stand up, suddenly grateful for the open office layout. "Witnesses, do you have any idea what you've done?" She slams her designer bag on my desk. "The country club is buzzing. Mrs. Harrison asked if we needed financial assistance." Sarah steps forward. "Mum, this is a place of business. If you don't leave, I'll call security." "This is family business." "Not anymore," I say, continuing to pack my desk. "Family business ended when you tried to steal my bonus." "We didn't steal. You took my money without asking." "What would you call it?" Mum's voice drops to a harsh whisper. "Trinity's crying herself sick. Alex's investors abandoned him. Your father's golf friends are gossiping. All because you had to air our private matters online." "Funny," I say, taping up a box of design sketches. "When Trinity aired our private matters online for brand deals, that was fine. When Alec used our family name to attract investors, that was business. But when I tell my truth, that's betrayal." "Your truth?" Mom laughs bitterly. "Your truth is that you're selfish, ungrateful, after everything we've done." "Everything you've done?" I pull out my phone, opening my banking app. "Let's talk about everything you've done. In the past 5 years, I've given this family $247,000. Want to guess how much you've given me?" The office is dead silent. Even the phones have stopped ringing. "That's different," Mum sputters. "We gave you life. We raised you to be your personal bank. Great job." My phone pings with a new notification. Trinity's posted another video. The real story about my sister's viral post. But the comments are already flooding in. "Girl, we found your old posts about your self-funded lifestyle. This is embarrassing for you. Team Big Sister all the way." Mum's face goes pale as she reads over my shoulder. "They're destroying her career." "No," I correct her. "They're exposing her lies. There's a difference." Security arrives. Sarah must have called them. As they escort Mum out, she turns back. "You'll regret this. Family is everything." "No," I say, picking up my box of belongings. "Self-respect is everything, and I finally found mine." My phone buzzes with a text from Spencer. "Saw your sister's response video. You okay?" I look around the office, at my supportive co-workers, at my packed-up desk, at the life I'm leaving behind, and type back, "Never better." Sarah hands me a sealed envelope. "Your recommendation letter for the design school. I added a note about your integrity. Seems relevant now." I hug her, then walk out past the security desk where Mum's still arguing. My blog notification pings. Another 1,000 shares. Another 100 comments from people sharing their own family financial abuse stories. Trinity's latest Instagram story pops up. "Sometimes the people who should support your dreams become the ones who destroy them." I screenshot it and post my reply. "Sometimes the dreams you're chasing were built on someone else's sacrifices. And sometimes that person decides to stop sacrificing. London calls. Dreams are better when you earn them yourself." The safe bet cashed out. The likes pour in as I drive home, past the country club where Mum's probably already damage controlling, past Alex's empty startup office, past all the places I emptied my bank account to fill their needs. 6 more days until London. 6 more days until I trade their dreams for mine. Worth every penny. Dad shows up at my apartment the night before my flight. He's not wearing his usual golf attire. Instead, he's in the old sweater he used to wear when I was little, when he'd sit and watch me draw. "Princess," he says quietly, "can we talk?" I leave the chain on but open the door a crack. "About what?" "Your mother, she's not handling this well. The club ladies are talking. Trinity's lost 3 more sponsorships. Alex," he sighs, "Alex moving back home." And we need you. The family needs my money, I finish. The family needs my money. That's not fair, I laugh. No, what's not fair is watching my bank account drained for years while you all chased your dreams. What's not fair is having to choose between design school and paying Alex tuition. What's not fair is, you got into design school? His voice cracks. When? 7 years ago, the same day Alec called crying about his engineering program bills. Dad leans against the doorframe. Why didn't you tell us? Would it have mattered? Mum was already planning Trinity's sweet 16 party that cost more than my yearly rent. You were upgrading your golf membership. We thought, you seemed happy with your job. I seemed reliable. There's a difference. My phone buzzes. Another notification about Trinity's latest post. Finding strength in family crisis. Swipe up for my healing journey course. Only $499. I show Dad the screen. See? She's already monetizing this, turning family drama into content. She's just trying to make money. Funny how she suddenly knows how to do that when my bank account isn't available. Dad pulls out his wallet, hands shaking slightly. I have some savings. If you need help with London, now you offer, after I've already paid for everyone else's dreams? I shake my head. Keep your money. I've got this one on my own. Jules, please, let me fix this. You can't fix 7 years of treating me like an ATM with one gesture, Dad. Some things just stay broken. My phone pings with an email from Spencer. Flight still on for tomorrow? The coffee shop's ready for its prodigal designer. Dad sees the message. Spencer? From college? The one who believed in my art before I learned to stop believing in it myself. Yeah, that's Spencer. I remember your drawings, Dad says softly. The ones you used to show me on Sundays. They were beautiful, Princess. They still are. You just stopped looking. A notification pops up. Alex posted on LinkedIn. Seeking new opportunities after family circumstances impacted business ventures. Dad reads it and winces. He's not handling this well either. He's handling it exactly how you taught him to, blaming others for his choices. And what choice are you making now? Dad asks. Cutting off your whole family? I open the door fully, letting him see my packed apartment. I'm choosing to stop setting myself on fire to keep everyone else warm. His eyes land on my old sketchbooks, stacked neatly by my carry-on. Your mother will never forgive you. I know, but for the first time, I forgive myself. Dad reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folded paper. I found this in my office from when you were 12. It's a drawing I did of our family. Mom, Dad, Alec, Trinity, and me. We're all holding hands, smiling. I'd written at the bottom, Jenkins' Family Dreams. You can't guilt me with childhood memories, I say, but my voice wavers. I'm not trying to. He sets the drawing on my suitcase. I'm trying to remember when we stopped seeing yours. My phone alarm chimes. 12 hours until my flight. I should go, Dad says. Your mother doesn't know I'm here. Of course she doesn't. He turns at the door. Will you send us your drawings? From London? I don't know, I answer honestly. Maybe when they stop feeling like weapons you can use against me. He nods slowly. For what it's worth, I'm sorry we made you choose between your dreams and ours. Me too, I say, and close the door. My phone lights up with a text from Reese. Ready for tomorrow? I look around my empty apartment, at the childhood drawing on my suitcase, at the design school acceptance letter on my phone. Ready to stop being the safe bet and start being the brave one. That's my girl, she replies. London won't know what hit it. I pick up my old drawing, trace the smiling faces with my finger. Then I take a photo and add one final update to my viral post. Sometimes family isn't what we draw as children. Sometimes it's what we sketch for ourselves as adults. Tomorrow, I start my new masterpiece. London, here's to brave choices and better dreams. Safri the safe, bet cashed out. The likes pour in as I finish packing, each one feeling less like validation and more like freedom. Tomorrow, I fly. Tomorrow, I draw my own story. And this time, no one gets to erase it. London rain feels different than home. Softer somehow, like it's washing away the past instead of drowning it. I'm sitting in Spencer's coffee shop, sketching the customers, when my phone buzzes with Reese's daily update. Your sister's healing journey, course flopped. 3 sign-ups, all asked for refunds. Alex living in the pool house. Your mum stopped going to country club lunches. I take a sip of tea and type back. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Also, Reese adds, your blog post hit 1 million shares. 5 publishers want book rights. Spencer slides into the seat across from me, glancing at my sketch. Still drawing people when they're not looking? Best way to catch their real faces, I say, adding shading to a businessman's worried brow. Not the ones they wear for Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, he turns his phone to show me Trinity's latest post. Life update. Sometimes rock bottom has a basement. Lost another sponsorship today. Thanks a lot, sis. The comments are ruthless. Maybe try sponsoring yourself for once. Your sister's art, your aesthetic. Team, just safe, bet cashed, out forever. You haven't posted anything since you landed, Spencer observes. Why? I close my sketchbook. Because this isn't about revenge anymore. It's about rebuilding. My phone lights up with an email from Trinity. I messed up. I thought I was the main character in everyone's story, but I was just the spoiled brat in yours. Mum's crying all the time. Alex drinking. Dad just sits in his study looking at your old drawings. I know sorry isn't enough. But I am. Sorry, I mean. Trin. Spencer reads it over my shoulder. You going to respond? Not yet. I pull out my portfolio instead. Design showcase is in 2 weeks. I need to focus on that. About that? Spencer grins. The committee saw your viral post. They want to feature your story alongside your work. From family ATM to rising design star. No, I say firmly, my art stands on its own. Like you do now? Before I can answer, my phone buzzes with breaking news. Social media star Trinity Jenkins exposed. The high cost of fake influence. The article details everything, the stolen bonus, the family financial abuse, the manufactured lifestyle. Trinity's follow account is in freefall. Your sister's going to need therapy after this, Spencer says. We all do. I start a new sketch. A girl standing alone, surrounded by broken piggy banks. But at least now we can afford our own. My phone pings with a LinkedIn notification. Alex posted again. Reflecting on privilege, responsibility, and the true cost of entrepreneurship. To my sister, I'm sorry for taking your dreams to fund mine. It has 10,000 likes already. Progress, Spencer murmurs, or damage control. The coffee shop door chimes. A group of art students comes in, pointing at me and whispering. Since my story went viral, I've become something of a legend at the design school. The American who chose art over family obligation. One of them approaches our table. Are you her? The safe bet? I look up from my sketch. I'm just a designer. But your story, it helped me stand up to my parents. They wanted me to study law, but after reading about you... She pulls out her own sketchbook. I chose this instead. Spencer squeezes my hand under the table as I flip through her drawings. They're raw, but honest, like mine were before I locked them away for family obligations. These are brave, I tell her. Keep being brave. After she leaves, Spencer nods at my sketchbook. Speaking of brave, The showcase committee had one more request. They want you to display your childhood drawings alongside your new work. Show the journey. I don't have them. They're all at my parents' house. Check your email. I opened my inbox to find a message from Dad. Found these in my study. Thought they belonged with their artist. Love, Dad. Attached are scans of every drawing I ever showed him, including the family portrait from my suitcase. He sent them 2 days ago, Spencer says. Asked me to wait until you were ready. My phone buzzes with another text from Reese. Trinity took down her Instagram. Alex enrolled in business ethics courses. Your mom's in therapy. Sometimes consequences come with healing. I start a new sketch. A girl standing at a crossroads, one path lined with broken piggy banks, the other with paintbrushes and possibility. For the showcase, I tell Spencer, I'm calling it The Price of Freedom. He looks at the drawing, then at me. Worth every penny? I think about my tiny London studio, my growing portfolio, my healing family, and my heart that's finally beating for itself. Worth every pound, I correct him, and keep sketching as the London rain washes everything clean. The design school showcase buzzes with energy as I hang my final piece, the family portrait from childhood, transformed into something new. The smiling faces are now separated by broken piggy banks and dollar signs, but there's a bridge of paintbrushes connecting them. I've titled it The Cost of Reconciliation. It's beautiful, Spencer says, adjusting the lighting, but sad. Sometimes beautiful things are. My phone buzzes with a text from Trinity. Saw your showcase invitation online. Would it be okay if... I don't respond. Not yet. The wounds are still healing, and tonight isn't about family drama. It's about art. The gallery doors open and people flood in. Art critics, designers, students, and my father. He stands awkwardly by the entrance, still in his golf sweater, holding something wrapped in brown paper. Dad? My voice cracks. What are you doing here? Your mother doesn't know, he says quickly. But I needed to see. He walks slowly through my exhibition, stopping at each piece. The broken piggy banks, the trapped girl with golden handcuffs, the family portrait transformation. You never stopped drawing, he whispers. No, I just stopped showing you. He unwraps the brown paper package. It's my very first sketchbook, the one he bought me for my 10th birthday. I thought this belonged here too, to complete the story. Before I can respond, a woman in expensive designer clothes approaches. Are you the artist? These pieces about financial family abuse? They're extraordinary. I'm just telling my truth, I say. I'm from the Morrison Gallery. She hands me her card. We'd like to feature your work in our upcoming exhibition on modern family dynamics. Dad steps back, but I grab his arm. Stay, please. More people gather around my display. I overhear their conversations. The symbolism of the broken banks, the way she uses colour to show emotional depth. It's like looking into my own family's mirror. My phone lights up with a message from Mom. Dad sent me photos of your art. I didn't know. I never saw. I'm sorry we made you lock away your colours. Then Alec. Sis, your talent was always worth investing in. I was too selfish to see it. Spencer joins us, carrying champagne. The Morrison Gallery showing is huge, Jules. This could launch your career. My career launched the day I stopped bankrolling everyone else's, I say, but without bitterness. Dad touches the edge of my childhood sketchbook. I keep thinking about all the Sunday mornings you used to show me your drawings. When did we start caring more about bank accounts than your beautiful mind? The same time you started measuring love in dollars, I answer honestly. The gallery curator calls everyone to attention. Tonight's featured artist reminds us that Sometimes the highest form of self-love is simply saying no. Her work explores the intersection of family obligation and personal dreams, asking us, what's the real cost of being the responsible one? Dad's hand finds mine as people applaud. I'm proud of you, princess, not because you're successful, but because you're finally free. My phone buzzes one last time. Trinity. I took down all my social media, started therapy, applied to art school too, actually. Turns out, watching you chase your dreams made me find my real ones, not the ones I was posting about. I show Dad the message. Are you going to respond? He asks. I look around the gallery, at my art telling our messy, complicated story, at Spencer beaming proudly, at the Morrison Gallery contract waiting to be signed, at my father still holding my childhood sketchbook like something precious. Yes, I say, and type. Art school is hard, but it's better when you earn it yourself. Good luck, Trin. The curator approaches with a red "Sold" sticker for my centerpiece. The Morrison Gallery would like to acquire this for their permanent collection. They say it speaks to a universal truth about family, finance, and forgiveness. I watch as she places the sticker beside my transformed family portrait. The broken piggy banks seem less sharp now, the paintbrush bridge stronger. Ready to celebrate? Spencer asks, offering champagne. Almost. I turn to Dad. Stay for the toast? He looks at the sold sticker, at my successful showcase, at the daughter he finally sees. I'd like that. I raise my glass to my art, my freedom, and maybe, someday, my healing family. To drawing outside the lines, I say. Dad adds softly, and to daughters who teach their parents how to see in colour again. The London rain taps against the gallery windows like applause as I sign the Morrison contract. Sometimes the best endings aren't about forgiveness or revenge. They're about finding the strength to paint your own masterpiece, even if it costs you everything you thought you needed to be free. Worth every brushstroke.